everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Rantin and Ravin with DaSurreal1da. I'm DaSurreal1da, and I have a great guest with me. I've been trying to get him on the show for a long time. We call him the Almighty Raw. Yeah, man, we're both featured on YouTube, man. You can check out my channel, which you're on right now, with the Almighty Raw channel.
Yes, sir.
You know, he got this fly shit called Conspiracy Theory. It's very, very sweet. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about some conspiracy theories today. Are they all baseless? Do they not exist? Are there no guys in high places trying to get some policy going on? I want to find out what the ROC thinks.
Hell yeah.
And that's very cool how he thinks that. Hell yeah, because that's exactly what it is. You know, first of all, there's this one group that comes to mind immediately called the Bilderberg. Second one is the Illuminati. Now, the cool part about YouTube is you can check out both these guys and you can find exactly where the truth lies. I really like YouTube because you don't have to believe everything of what you hear. And matter of fact, it's better that you don't. It's actually cool that, you know, take an educated point of view about most things that sound logical. And to me, it sounds very logical if there was top percent of, let's say top 1% of the people in America have, actually top 3% of the people in America have 90% of the wealth in America. Is this a fact? Yes, it is a fact. Please research this from the Bureau of Statistics. And you can go to the IRS website. Matter of fact, it's a pretty well-known fact that the top 3% has most of the money. So do the top 3% know each other? And if the top 3% indeed know each other, do they enact policy to keep them at the top 3%? What do you think?
I'm going to tell you right like this. When I first started getting into conspiracy type things, I was one of the type of brothers that was like, the government is against the black man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's oppressing us, he's discriminating against us. And all these things I still think are true. But I don't think they're just... It's just black there. I don't think they give a fuck about color. I think they gave a fuck about color in a long time. I think it's more about your fiscal situation. I think it's more based upon what tax bracket you in. You know what I'm saying? And I think there is a definite force that we don't know about, like behind the president or behind your parliament or whatever country you're in. You know what I'm saying? That's actually controlling these events. Like, I don't believe in no war no more. I don't think any war, they really beef with each other.
Please elaborate, my friend.
They playing chess. Them niggas just out there on the battlefield, they actually think they at war because that's what they've been told. Like our soldiers, they think they're defending freedom in Iraq. But at the same time, it's just an elaborate scheme. It's like two niggas, it's like when God and the devil was fucking with Job. You know what I'm saying? Joe thought he was doing something. He didn't know he was in the middle of a joke or a prank, if you will. But he thought he was doing some real shit, proving himself. Same thing with our soldiers. I ain't gonna compare these niggas to God and the devil. I would more like to say they devil and the devil, and they just on the same side. You know what I mean? They all make love to each other for one thing, and that's gang. Literally, they make love to each other. That's the type of shit these niggas be on. They like to have sex with other men. They are gay.
Could you elaborate on that statement?
George Bush was a faggot, and I'm not saying that in the sense that metaphorically I don't like George Bush, because I don't know George Bush, but I'm talking about literally he was a homosexual.
Why do you think that?
Because I mean, you look at all these rites of passage they have for all these different secret societies. Like one, he's known, it's documented that he's in is the Skull and Bones from when he was in college. You know what I'm saying? And if don't know too many people know the initiation for the Skull and Bones, part of it is you got to be in a casket and you got to masturbate in like a see-through casket. Yeah. That's one of the initiations, and that's gay because there's nothing but dudes in there. I wouldn't beat my dick in a casket being surrounded by broads because I would just feel awkward in a casket first of all, and then beating my dick second of all. But around dudes, that's awkward and gay. That's awkward.
And the funny thing about, I thought he was going to take it to like Bohemian Grove, which these guys are, you know, that's very gay because, you know, these guys are actually members. And if you don't believe in Bohemian Grove, please look it up. There are news articles saying our political leaders as far back as 1930s with that Gardner talks like this. Henry Kissinger, Lyndon Johnson, Harry Truman was in, Nixon, Reagan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a lot of the senators are doing some very homosexual / cultish shit in there. Please investigate. Matter of fact, I'd like to be debunked on this. You know, they have memos of the people who go there. They actually brag at the section of Bohemian Grove in like the lodge where they say this is where the space program was conceived. So it's like, you know, the political leaders are there just to verify that they are there. And then Alex Jones comes out with the tape where, you know, they make a mock sacrifice to Molech. And that's a little weird. I'm not that well. I'm going to condemn you on that. You're a political leader making doing satanic rites and mock sacrifices to ancient Babylonian gods. Very, very odd. There's also been tales of homosexuality there. All men's club. Matter of fact, please check it out. The next conspiracy topic, I love talking about this one, is 9/11. You know, the official story. Here is the official story in a nutshell. Two planes were hijacked. Actually, 3 planes were hijacked. 2 was crashed into the Twin Towers. 1 was crashed in the field somewhere out there in bumfuck Egypt, and 1 crashed into the Pentagon. So 4 planes hijacked. Now, the official story is that the planes that hit the World Trade Center actually fell down due to fire, and so did the World Trade 7. That fell due to fire too. And the official story, once again, is that just 16 guys did it. What do you think? I'll come back with my rebuttal in 1 hot second, my brother.
First of all, out of the 16 niggas in there, they like, a number of them still alive?
A number of them are still alive.
Well then, that's a lie right there.
It is a lie right there. How do you become a suicide bomber and jettison yourself from the burning plane?
Don't commit suicide.
Don't commit suicide.
You're a suicide bomber without the suicide. That's a good job.
And the coolest part is they pack luggage.
Come on, son.
With Qurans in it.
Come on, son.
So you plan to get your 88 virgins in the land of Allah. 99 virgins in the land of Allah for your
I don't like the way you
pure
said that.
act.
You sound like you dissed Islam a little bit the way you said that just now.
No, I'm just saying that's where his mindset is. That's his motivation. I'm not dissing Islam or Muslim people or the Muslim faith in any way, but that is his motivation. He's going to get his 99 virgins for this jihad that he's waged on the American people, according to the official story, and he packs luggage. And not only does he want his 99 virgins tomorrow afternoon, I got to go to see some strippers tonight because he was in a strip club where he left his Quran.
Making it rain.
Making it rain. Arabia style.
But see, I think that situation, I think that might be more of, and I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, I think it's more of like the government trying to plant evidence to make it look like they had solved the case.
Yeah, because they found 3 Qurans. And they found 3 Qurans on these guys.
Out on the rubble, at ground zero. They found a fully, no damage to it, just nice passport lay on the ground.
In the 9/11 rubble where you still can't find a lot of the victims. Pristine enough to gather names. No flight manifest given.
Do the math on that shit.
There's also only 1 shot of the Pentagon getting hit with something. And we all can agree it got hit with something, according to the official videotape that did surface a year later. And I do remember seeing the Pentagon wall falling. Remember that when that terrible day happened? Oh my God, the Pentagon wall is falling! That means prior to it falling is the initial damage from the plane. In quotation marks. I love quotation marks. My company was out there, you know, just trying to put out some minor fires to a dark part of the empty section of the Pentagon, which is, wow, I gotta say, the luckiest thing in the world. I mean, all the American leaders, all our heads of state and Congress are in one building, and you want to get them, and nobody's hurt because it hits the one area of the Pentagon being renovated. Math. Hope you're doing it right now. And that's where it doesn't sync up. And another thing is, tell me funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Some of those things I can actually attribute to logic. It was like, you know what? Those dust clouds might actually be dust clouds rather than explosion clouds coming from 9/11 World Trade Center from the buildings as it fall. Completely logical assumption or completely logical rebuttal. But I just can't believe that when The guy who never flew a plane in his life had to go through a literal obstacle course, because in Washington D.C. it's not like a Grand Theft Auto game, man. There's no runway. You have to do one of these numbers. Notice the curve. You gotta be a hell of a pilot to go through the power lines, all the buildings, the obstacle courses, to get it on the side.